Hello, beautiful people. How exciting it is to be back for season 1, week 8. And here we have to be or not to be. That is the question. I love that. It's from William Shakespeare's Hamlet, but it's like to be or not to be. Where are we at? How many of us are really truly running in our lanes, straining forward to win the prize that has actually been set and been given for us? It's been given, it's already there. How many of us are using our divine gifts and talents to pay it forward and make the world a better place? I know for one, I have to be super honest. I was so wrapped up in my own little world, in my little world of being who I thought I was called to be. I was a right old busybody, just quietly, thinking I was God's gift to everyone. And in many ways, I did more damage than good. Sounds a bit like Christianity to me. I spent my time trying to be all things to everyone, trying to fix things, and people who weren't broken. Like, what the heck? Who did I think I was? Just quietly. Anyway, I just wanted them to be like me because I thought I was quite something. And actually, holy moly, I was. However, not possibly in the right way. It almost makes me cringe. When I look back and I thought I was doing things for good, I thought I was being helpful, I thought I was. But actually, when I look back, I realized I didn't always come from the right heart. I saw jobs that needed to be done and gaps that needed to be filled. And then I just took it upon myself to fill them, whether I was the right person for the job or not. Put my hand up, wanting to be seen, wanting to be heard. I was trying to fit in, not fit together, which is kind of, that fit in rather than fit together. But we've already discussed that earlier in this series. I believe each and every one of us has been blessed with gifts and talents, like the stuff we just can do, like we do it without thinking. They're the treasure within that we're innately born with. We can't earn them. We can't learn them. We can grow in them. We can't ask for them. But they are who we are. And the joy is to grow in those gifts and then pay them forward and make a real difference in our worlds. I say that because I believe my world is the world I choose to live in. I'm not everywhere in the world. I'm not living in the States. I'm not living in the UK. Right now, I'm living in New Zealand. And right now, anyone I come into contact with, whether it's you watching this, whether it's the people I physically hang out with in my day, I'm here to influence my world, to pay it forward, to give you my best. And some examples of some of these gifts, I might not have all of these, by the way, but some of the last answers, these gifts are administration or helmsmanship. A good PA is worth their weight in gold and more. We've just been going through the process of buying a house, and the lawyer we've been dealing with is excellent, but actually the lady that sits sort of just behind him or with him is outstanding, and he thrives because she's super good at what she does. Or hospitality. Hospitality is another beautiful gift. Someone who's gone over and above, and their attention to detail. It could be at a restaurant. It could be at an Airbnb. Kev and I have had so many experiences of people's outstanding hospitality. The first place we arrived at, Airbnb, when we went to Australia, there was, with an extra bottle of wine with love. It's like, wow, they didn't have to do that to greet us. A little note on the bed with a gorgeous little elephant. I might have to put that actually. I might have to talk about that in this week's, shout outs. But hospitality, or it could be mercy, a gift of mercy, that compassion and empathy at its best in someone's time of need. I have seen people have so much grace and mercy for me. When I've been grumpy, when I've been upset, and actually those that came and helped when I was on my knees when my husband walked out was amazing. There was so much mercy. And that leads me into kindness and generosity. These are the people who are kind and generous, who consider others, who might sit in the back seat so that you can sit in the front seat. They might open the door for you. They might buy you a coffee without you knowing. Those random act of kindness days. Or maybe you have the gift of encouragement. Oh, you see, I can feel it. That person who gets you going when you're starting to stall or get stuck. Oh, holy moly, I love that lane. I just love it. It's great. You know, and it's that ability to get your hand out and say, come on, let's go. We can do this. You can do this, you know? Or maybe it's a gift of leadership. And when this is used well, it is inside out. The leader is it's in them. It's the treasure within. And it's the power to give to others. And I have to say, Jesus is the number one at this. When it's used not so well, it's outside in. The power is all for themselves. And Hitler is the one that comes to mind in that space. Or maybe you've got a gift of craftsmanship. Oh my goodness, I can't tell you how much this particular gift brings me so much joy. Artists, joiners, builders, musicians, you know, who give their lives to their craft in the search of excellence. How many of us have been blessed by incredible songs, or maybe the craftsmanship of the homes that we live in because somebody had the skill as a builder or a carpenter or a joiner, you know, or a plasterer, and they're excellent at it. You know, it's just, oh my goodness, it brings me so much joy. Every time I go into a historic building, I am blown away. Woo, I can feel it, the craftsmanship. Or maybe you have a gift of service. You know, nurses, lawyers, accountants, teachers, all gifted to serve others, solving a problem by bringing a promise, educating, lifting up, empowering them. Or maybe teaching. Teaching in itself is a gift. So many have an abundant knowledge, but they hold on to it for themselves. The best teachers learn and grow continuously and pass that wisdom and insight on as they go. Bring it on. You know, I know of a particular, she's just come into my head, Christy Biggs. She actually works at Lindisfarne College, but she is absolutely outstanding. There are many more, but she just pops in my head right now. Next level. For those kids who are either struggling or right at the top of the spectrum, she is something else. Just a real blessing. And then faith and believing are also gifts. Those who don't doubt or second guess themselves, they see the unseen, they take action and they get there. You know, like Peter stepping out of the boat. He has to be, you know, he was the only disciple to have the courage to do so. I flipping love that guy. He is like, everyone's, you know, looks at him, oh, well, he fell over and oh, he didn't do this. You know what? He was the only one with courage to get out that flipping boat. Bring it on. And then, you know, I'm reminded one of my favorite races, the Olympics is on at the moment. And I remember the 400 men's hurdles race in the Tokyo Olympics, where each competitor ran their race and broke a record. 3 may have got gold medals. However, 8 were all winners. They broke personal bests, they broke their country's best, whatever it might be, but they all won because they ran together in their gifting. So what can we learn from all of this? 1, know your lane, embrace it. It is highly valuable. Know your part about fitting in together. We know that. 2, run your race with others, because together, when we run together, everyone achieves more. Every single person broke their records. You know, you can't build a house just with a joiner. You can't build a house without plumbing. You need the plumber. You can't build a house without the designer. So let's start working together in our lanes, in our brilliance and our excellence, and bring out the best in others too. And 3, stay in your lane, win your race and stop, you know, trying to hop into others. And 4 is to get out of others' lanes. Stop trying to be somebody you're not. And I have to put my hands up to that. I've been there, done that, tried to be somebody I'm not on more than one occasion. And what happens is when we're trying to do that and we're in that lane, we're slow, it's difficult, and you're blocking the way for somebody who's actually brilliant who can run in that lane. So you're actually stuffing yourself up, because if you were in your lane instead of being in somebody else's, you could run with that person who's brilliant in that lane. You can achieve more. Boom. So my lane is multifaceted, as many of us are. It's not always quite so clean cut. You know, I place the keys to happiness safely in people's hands by giving them the tools that they need, the handbook and the toolbox to win in the game of life. So if you want to know more about your gifting or how to become one of one, how to find your lane, your uniqueness, your brilliance in life, running in excellence, and you can book your free fire starter call and get moving and get motivated today. Just email me, sally@inspiringperspectives.co.nz, and I will be absolutely at your service. So thank you for listening. It is always a joy to be here. I hope this has been helpful for you. Please leave a comment on the YouTube channel, or please share. And I look forward to hearing from you soon. Have an amazing God bless day.